are flying away. They'll pick you up, they'll pull you away. They'll give you more than they take.
I'd like you to take a moment and just think of an image in your mind. I want you to think of an internet musician. Now, depending upon your experience with internet musicians, you might have thought of something like this. Or maybe something like this.
I'm a spiritual, lyrical, individual, spiritual, miracle, lyrical, individual, spiritual, miracle, individual.
Or something like this.
No matter how much I try to explain it, they don't get on me and the shit gets me. Deal kicked with this bad leg. So
And just like with anything, there's going to be good and there's going to be bad. But today's video is going to be about a band where its members are based around streaming and creating YouTube videos, but they're actually really, really good. Let me introduce Redvox.
Heading on back to Reno. Heading on back to Reno. All the way. All the way.
Now, Redvox is the passion project from Vinny from Vinesauce, as well as his friends. Now, before we get farther into the video, no, Cameraman Mike did not show up. No, Joel was not there either. And yes, as soon as Vinny came on stage, people started going, "I love you, Joel." So right from the beginning, the energy was very, very high. I think because of the sheer amount of bad musicians and bad actors and frankly, AI-generated slop out there, when I say an internet band, you kind of have that knee-jerk reaction. I am a fan of Vinesauce. I'm more of a fan of Joel, for he is also a bald man who likes heavy metal music. But I've also watched a lot of clips from Vinny. I'm not really into watching like live streams, but I know of the live streams. I mean, I know of the corruptions, the charity work, a lot of memes, a lot of laughs, a lot of fun. So when it came out that Redvox was going on a small tour, my girlfriend, who is also a fan of Vinesauce and Redvox, wanted to go. And of course, I wanted to go as well so I could see how they are. And I have to say, I was very, very impressed.
Now, my one's head is in the ground. I don't know what any of this means to me. Turn out the lights and it's all so clear to see. All this time I was holding out and see. Go back to bed and I'll meet you in.
Because of this harsh negative connotation to internet musicians out there, you might think that Redvox kind of sounds like cheesy, jokey, stupid guy humor, and there are hints of that throughout some of their songs. But overall, like, it's just a really good band. Like, if you had shown me Redvox and I didn't know who Vinny and Vinesauce were, I would have no idea that this was an internet band. That's how good they are. So with tickets secure, we made our way to New York City and we got to the Music Hall of Williamsburg, Brooklyn. The venue is nice. It has that nice underground punk rock vibe, which I really like. The basement was super nice because there was a really cool bar in the center and they really cranked the AC, which was nice because, you know, New York City in the summer can get rather warm. Now for this tour, Redvox did not have much in terms of openers. For the other shows that were available on this really short tour, I believe they're touring with the Super Guitar Bros. So I was really, really excited to see them live because I was like, oh, that'll be really fun. And it turns out for the New York show, they had a completely different band altogether called Less Vinyl. So let's go ahead and let's take a look.
You want to make $1 million from your couch and find a way that nobody finds out. You want to buy 1 million milkshakes for your mouth.
Now, when it comes to openers or even main events, I'm starting to run into a problem where I don't have a lot of new stuff to say. And it's not that bands are bad or that they all sound the same. I've just seen so much at this point that it starts to sound like I'm repeating myself. As an opener, though, I enjoyed Less Vinyl a lot.
I don't want to be
They were fun. They were entertaining. They actually interacted with the audience and would talk with each other. And I always appreciate audience interaction when it comes to going to live shows. Granted, the music itself, you know, it's a standard indie rock kind of vibe, but I don't mean that in a bad way whatsoever.
A green blanket and yellow walls into light. Tucked under the coat of black. In your pajamas and my bags of honor design.
Well, I don't really necessarily have all that much to say about Les Vinyl. I just liked their performance. I liked them as the opener. I liked the songs that they played. I think it's kind of cool that they're relatively young with only, I think, 2 albums out so far, with a 3rd one on the way. So, you know, if you like the clips that I've shown so far, give them a try.
Stalking. Your secret is safe with me. A safe of secrets to keep. Highbrow interest.
They do have a very indie sound. I lack the vernacular to accurately describe what I mean, but if you listen to indie bands, you know what I mean. There was a bit of a break in between, but there was no middle band, so let's get right into the main event. The best way that I would describe Red Vox music is you have a cool older brother, and your older brother likes a lot of music. You know, he likes things like Nirvana, Sex Pistols, you know, he likes punk rock, he likes pop, he likes a little bit of everything. And Red Vox to me is kind of like your cool older brother giving you a mixtape. I don't mean to say that the sound of Red Vox sounds like other bands or it sounds generic. It's just the impression that I get when I listen to it. You know, the show starts off and we listen to Reno, and, you know, it's a little Nirvana coded. You know, we got some grunge coming into it. But as the show goes on, it doesn't really stick to one particular vibe. Like, there'll be one part where you're dancing and laughing, and then one part where you're, you know, thinking about dying.
On my shoulder, as heavy as a boner, when no world owes you a crown. Just a reflection of my emptiness. Yet don't succeed by chasing success.
And to tie in with my comment on how it feels like your older brother's mixtape, it also kind of sounds like you're getting advice. Like I said, a lot of the lyrics and the way that they're written and the way that they flow throughout the songs, it feels like I'm having a conversation with my older brother. Now, I don't have any brothers. I'm just, you know, kind of throwing off the top of my head here, but that's the vibe that it feels to me anyway. You have goofy songs where you're laughing and dancing and having a great time, and then then we have a song about dying and being buried by your friends. And, you know, you get a tonal whiplash when you have Red Vox on shuffle. It keeps it interesting, and no matter the song that gets played, you just feel the soul in it. You know what I mean? Like, you feel the emotion behind the song. You can kind of imagine a conversation that you're having in relation to this song, or a conversation that led to it, and so on and so on. It's a very interesting indie vibe that I haven't really heard before. While it does take little tiny bits from here and there and this band and that band, the way that the music is made and the way that the music is presented is 100% Red Vox. It is completely their own. And honestly, it's kind of refreshing to have something different.
I'm gonna change your mind. Call me. You're gonna have to call me. And you can call me phony. It happens all the time. Yeah, I'm so far. It's a long way. I've never been so far before.
You know, I'm at that age now where I say things like, I'm at that age now. And I fall into that same rabbit hole of listening to the same shit that I've listened to for the past 20 years of my life. And that's okay to go ahead and do. But it's bands like Les Vinyl and Red Vox that kind of remind me to be like, hey, you know there's other stuff out there that you still have to check out. The set list itself was really, really good. They played a lot of songs, and what's nice is that the songs are short, so you can get more of them in there, so you're not sitting there for 15 minutes listening to a guitar solo. One highlight that I really, really like is Redvox does a cover of At the Bottom of the Sea by Happy Anarchy, and that's not a band that I've ever heard of before, not a band that I've ever listened to, but that cover made me interested, and now I'm starting to check it out. Check out At the Bottom of the Sea. It is so good. And I swear to God that the part where the scene goes, oh, wow, I swear to God it's Dan Avedon from Ninja Sex Party and Game Grumps. It's not. I'm pretty sure it's not, but it sounds like him. And I don't know, I just like how it sounds. It's a really, really fun song. And if you've liked what I've talked about so far, I would say give Happy Anarchy a try too. The overall performance of the show was just a blast. For my Vinesauce fans out there, you might have asked, oh, does Nortz show up? Why, yes. Yes, he does. They had a guy come down wearing different, like an alien mask and then a rat mask for Garbage Land. And I thought it was going to be Come Man Mike, but it wasn't, because I'm pretty sure that he was actually streaming at the time of the concert. That would have been so funny for the New York show to have Come Man Mike make a guest appearance as the alien rat creature man.
The sun is up, but the sky is gray. The birds are flying away. They'll pick you up, they'll pull you away. They'll give you more than they take.
Chewing on a sludge-filled Boston Creek donut. They don't give a fuck and they're making sure you're done. Fighting with a pigeon for a piece of rotten cheese. Waiting on the train down to Christopher Street.
Garbage man, rats and pizzas, slices, garbage man. Rats they understand. Garbage man, 25 drunk glasses, garbage man.
But as you can see from these clips here, I mean, the band was having fun. And that's kind of the key about being an entertainer, right? It's like, if you're having fun, then the audience is, of course, going to have fun. In terms of set list, there are many songs off of various Redvox albums. Some of the ones that immediately come to mind that I really enjoy, I like Garbage Land. That's a really good one. I like In the Garden. I like Stranded. That's a good one. And their closer was Vomit in the Ball Pit, which, like, just to kind of break for a moment, the funny really comes out in Vomit in the Ball Pit, because it's like, vomit in the ball pit, do 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 do, come on in and take a shit, do 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 do, and then, like, then for like the screaming chorus, it's like, like, you just imagine, someone throwing up in a ball pit, and the screaming chorus is your reaction going, oh my God. It's very, very funny. I definitely recommend checking out Vomit in the Ball Pit. It's it's goofy, but very, very entertaining, and honestly, kind of an appropriate closer. Some of the other highlights from the show were songs like Settle for Less, Clone Me, Forget Her, Remember was another good one. I got a real soft spot for Cheer Up. I mean, come on, because we are all gonna die. A song that I also really like from Redvox is There's a Place, especially towards the end, where Vinny just throws off like a paragraph of all these different sentences. And even during the show, he was like, oh, I learned the lyrics over the tour. That was the kind of vibe that we had throughout. Even though some of the songs do kind of hit you in the gut a little bit, it was all fun, it was all entertaining, and just very refreshing, really. Another quick highlight from the concert that I just remembered. I saw someone filming with a 3DS again. I don't know what this is about, like, popular bands from online, but like, is that a thing? Like, I know Anna Monoguchi, that was a meme of like recording with your 3DS, but I guess it's a meme for Red Vox too. I'm genuinely curious on where this comes from. Like, it was funny, but I just don't understand it. But I'd like someone to tell me in the comments what the whole recording on a 3DS thing is. I have one itty bitty tiny complaint. It's not even really a complaint, just more of a preference. Like with everything, you know, bands that have been around for a while don't play all the songs that you want. Now, one song that I was looking forward to hearing live was Rotten Apples and Sour Grapes. I really, really like that song. I think it's from their most recent, either an album or a single, but I really, really enjoyed that when I was listening to it, getting ready for the show, and they didn't play that, unfortunately, so, you know, it is what it is. Anna Monoguchi didn't play any Scott Pilgrim music when I saw them. Red Vox didn't play the one song that I wanted here. I guess I just have bad luck in New York, but the setlist was great. I think if Vinny was not a successful streamer, I think that Red Vox still would be a success. Yes, you can argue that a lot of the fan base from Red Vox comes specifically from Vinesauce, but I don't think that the correlation equals causation in this case. I think that Vinny's just a talented guy who knows how to make really good music and sings well. So even if he didn't have, you know, the over a decade, or I guess, what, almost 2 decades now of streaming, it's a long time. I still think he would have been very, very successful regardless, and that shines through the music. It really, really does. You know, when I was in high school, I was in a garage band with my friends. Yes, it's true. And of course, it never went anywhere, and we played like a couple of like talent shows and stuff like that. But we always had a lot of fun. But then after I moved away to college, that kind of music creation part of me kind of, I don't want to say died, but withered a bit, let's say. And seeing talented people like Les Vinyl and Red Vox performing songs that they want to make, you know, without the corporate bullshit or trying to appease audiences, just making the songs that they want to make and putting it out there, I find that rather inspiring. I don't know if I am ever going to make any sort of music in my life. I'd like to, but you know, you got to practice and you got to try and find a band and you have to meet regularly and blah, blah, blah. But it's something that's always kind of in the back of my mind. And if I ever did, if I ever made any sort of musical contribution to anything, I think Red Vox would count as a big inspiration on taking that leap if I did.
My God, so easy to offend. I would rather fly than fight. Close my eyes on time, not to blame, but I'm out until the day is through. I will run.
You know, in this age that we live in of fucking trash music and AI garbage being thrown down our throats by companies and like Spotify forcing in AI generated content, sometimes you kind of forget that there's still talented people out there. There's still good creators out there. There are still good artists out there. There's good writers, directors, filmmakers, all sorts of things. And it's important to remember that sometimes you got to search for them. But when you find something really good, you feel like you struck gold.
My brain is running dry. Don't think I'll last another
unfortunately, this is going to be the last concert or from this particular tour for Redvox, so I don't know when they'll be coming around again in the future. I would love for them to come back around and have Mike be the drummer, just because, you know, Mike's kind of a creature, and I think he would be fun live, but I know he's got some health issues. I mean, who doesn't these days? But I think that if Redvox ever came around, I'd really like to go ahead and see them again. It was fun. It was entertaining. Now, of course, it wouldn't be a video of mine if I didn't go over the band merch. The band merch was not terribly expensive, not a lot of options, but, you know, support small artists. The shirt that I picked up was the gray Alien Norts shirt. It does not have any of the tour dates on it, and I thought about getting the tour shirt. It was black, $10 more, and it has like the swirl Redvox logo. It was nice, but like, come on. You gotta go with the Norts shirt. I know that if you're already a fan of Vinesauce, you're probably already familiar with Redvox, so I might be preaching to the choir. But for anyone out there that does happen to catch this video and you're just kind of curious on what this band is, give them a try. It might not all the songs might not be your cup of tea, but I do think that the passion and the soul and the emotion that comes out through the lyrics and the music really resonates, because clearly it resonated with the audience. I mean, we had so many people that were singing along and singing their lungs out and screaming and all this fun stuff. So clearly those that have given Redvox a chance have absolutely fallen in love with the music, and I think that's really nice. Well, thank you guys so very much for watching as always, and I will see you in the next one. I've got a couple of concerts coming up this weekend, actually, so I should have a few more videos coming out before we do go ahead and get to fall. And yeah, see you guys in the next one.